Let's go.
It's your back, it dey keep passing. It dey bring out the best thing. I dey feel your recipe. Make you give me that recipe. Fine, fine. Yeah, you fine. You so divine. I dey feel you die.
What's up, people? We got a new episode of Awesome Entertainment. It's your boy Joel Awesome. All right, I didn't just finish, like a couple hours ago. I finished Predator Into the Badlands. Now, the reason why I even watched this is because my brother told me to watch it. He said it was worth watching. He didn't say it was groundbreaking or anything, but he's like, hey, you might as well check it out. So my opinion on this is a little, I don't know. You got to adjust for lack of information or ignorance. All right. So I think I've seen one Predator movie, maybe like the end of it, like half of it or something a long time ago. I really don't know much about the Predator, man. I am a complete casual. So when it comes to like Marvel and DC, I know what I'm talking about. Predator, I have zero. You know what I mean? Like you could walk up to someone on the street, they probably know more than me. But so I really wasn't super excited to jump into this movie because it's like a CGI guy, and my suspicions were confirmed. So I feel like my review is a little bit jaded or a little bit affected by my opinion on like CGI characters and stuff like that. I feel like I'm an emotional person, man. I want to feel the emotion and the impact of what is happening in the movie. They didn't go too far out of the way with the movie of doing like emotional things, but it was emotional. You know, he has a motivation and a reason to do it. I just think they could have did a little bit more of the setup, a little more of the explanation of the characters. But I'm not really big into these fantasy worlds, which is kind of weird because I did watch the first Avatar recently, and I like that one a little bit better than I thought it did. I think maybe because there's more characters, there's more interactions, there's more, you know, there's not, I mean, I guess there are people like the Predator in there, but most of the time, he's fighting some other motherfuckers. Also, I'm going to just go ahead and do a spoiler one. I'm assuming you already watched it by now. It's out there, you know, but I'm going to go ahead and get into spoilers. But yeah, I thought the movie was cool. All right. So the stuff that was happening, nothing was bad, I would say. But the only thing I thought was bad was really the comedy, because they're still trying to do the Marvel shit where everybody got to make a joke and everything got to be funny. But honestly, the comedy was not necessary. Take the comedy out and you would have just had an action movie. But like I said, it's just mindless action. And I kind of see how non-superhero fans see superheroes and stuff like that. It's just you hit a level where it's so unrelatable to you as a human being that you just kind of like, it is what it is. It's like, I don't even know if I should get excited or hype about this, or was that cool or not. To me, the coolest part, well, I wouldn't say the coolest part. There were some cool parts as far as the visuals and the battles of the alien creatures. There was some cool part. I won't say this is the coolest part, but my favorite part was when homegirl here was, she's a robot, once again, spoilers if you ain't seen it. She's a robot, and she's split in half like most of the movie. But there's a point in time where she get her legs back and she's fighting somebody. And she was fighting, and it was like 2-on-1 because her legs were doing, and it was like her backup fighter while she was fighting with her arms. That was my favorite part, but that kind of speaks to what I'm talking about. Like, we got legs, right? As human beings, we got legs, so we understand, okay, she's doing something that I've never done before. I've never been two pieces, but seeing the legs kick ass and help her upper body kick ass is like quality fantasy shit to me, because it's like, okay, I understand what legs can do and I can understand what you can do with your hands, but her fighting with both, it's not a hard concept to wrap my mind around. I think certain things with the aliens and the creatures and the magic and the tech, it gets to a certain point that you really can't wrap your mind around it. So you just kind of don't think about it. It just is what it is, like the multiverse. The reason why the multiverse in Marvel, DC, it sucks, bro. The multiverse sucks. And the reason why it's a concept that after a certain point in time becomes ridiculous, right? First, you got it starts with, okay, there's other universes. There's another version of you and another version of you. Okay, cool. But every time you make a decision, it splits into another universe. Okay. And then, so each decision is another universe. But if you go back in time, it's going to affect the other universe. And you may see you from a different time it becomes a dimension /time/space. And it just becomes nonsense to the point where you just don't care. That's how I feel. But I think that's I want to say an opinion. That's like a taste thing. Like, some people like the fantasy shit to where it's so magical and so different from whatever they're in. I think that's what allows escapism in the movies. Just, give you a break from reality. With that being said, they have the whole language. Like, he speaks a whole different language. The whole movie. I've never been a fan of that. And I know they did that shit in Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, and I think they did Star Wars. I haven't seen Star Wars, but they've done that in so many shows where they created a new language. Why would I want them to create a new language when I can't understand what they want to say? I didn't turn the shit on to watch it with subtitles. Okay, and I'm not against subtitles, okay? This is a whole other thing. But my first watch, I don't like to watch with subtitles. On the first one, I like to gather the whole cinematic view of the artistry of the photography, the videography, and the look of all the visuals. I want to capture all the visuals. And anybody who says that, oh, you could do both, they're cat. They're cat, bro. It's cat. Your mind don't even work like that. Whatever you think you're seeing, you're not seeing everything, okay? Yes, you can still watch the movie and enjoy the movie, but if you're reading subtitles, you are not catching all the visuals and all the shit in the background. And if there's nothing to catch, then they did a bad job. This one, there's probably a lot of shit to look in the background because they're just on alien planets the whole time and stuff. But like I said, man, I'm not a big fan of the foreign language. At least put it in Spanish. That way I at least pick up some words. I know a couple words. I have no issue. It was just kind of funny. I have no issue watching a Korean film with subtitles, but watching you make up a language, it just bothers me, bro. Yeah, it just bothers me. But that's how he does it. I think she was really cool. Like, I thought she was cool. She probably should have been the main character. But with my biases of the fantasy, alien space genre thrown out the window, I want to give it a fair review. All right. The storyline was cool. It wasn't anything. They played it safe. All right. They didn't do anything controversial or anything like that. It was pretty a story that you probably may have heard a different version of before. I gotta, avenge my family and prove that I'm this guy. And at the end, he ends up killing all his people. I'm like, well, fuck him, I guess. Was that the moral of the story? But the storyline, they played it safe, which is fine. The action, they played it safe, but they did use a couple like creative, strategies, like a couple creative moments. The aliens were real creative. I would rather him. I feel like they just need to tone it down. It's almost like even in something like Marvel or DBZ or anime, they get so powerful that it's like it doesn't use. Once again, it's hard to relate to. It's like the multiverse and the magic and all this shit. They get so powerful that it's hard to relate. He has gadgets. He's an alien. I don't even know what his strength level is at. I think certain things you should try to like tailor to human elements. So show him picking up like, okay, he picked up a car. Well, no, okay, this nigga's strong. He car picker upper type dude. But it's cool. The character himself, I don't care for him, but I do stand with him. You know what I mean? I get that he's on his mission, he's doing his thing. He's almost like from a warrior race, but it's not like Vegeta. You know, like Vegeta's from that warrior race, and you like feel him when he says shit. He's emotional, like you feel everything this motherfucker said. This dude, and once again, I mean, he's an alien when he ain't speaking English, man. Maybe I just didn't feel it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm racist. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to do some healing and seeking. Okay, maybe I need to speak to somebody, but I just wasn't fucking with it. It picked up at the end. The best thing was what was it called? The calistic, the thing that he was trying to hunt that was stronger than him. I like that. It rehealed. I like that. The way they killed it was cool. There was a little baby one that kind of was like too much. It's just, once you get to the nonsense of the fantasy and then you're putting on the jokes and then you're putting in the comedy relief CGI character, I'm like, I'm good. Not everything needs a CG. This shit should have been scary to me. And I mean, I don't know a lot about the Predator, but I'm pretty sure the Predator movies are horror themed. Like it's at least a horror theme. I don't know how scary they are, but it's supposed to be some jump scare. It's supposed to be scary, and this shit is not scary. I think it would have benefited from that. You know, it really would have benefited from that. Overall, give about a 6.8, 6.9. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's not good. But there's some good parts, at least. That's the one thing we can say. There are some good moments, fights, action sequences, maybe a joke or two, but most of the jokes were trash. But overall, I'll give about 6.8. It's a 6.9. It's about on the level of Captain America. If you're a fan of it, I can see of the genre, or not the genre, but the franchise of Predator, then I can see you fucking with it. But if you don't feel like you missed out. You didn't miss out on nothing. You didn't miss out. You'd be better off just going up to YouTube, typing in the fights and watching them. Just watch the fights, read the story. They'll give you a summary on YouTube. I'll break it down for you. He's a runt. They ain't want him. They're going to kill him. His dad sacrificed himself to save him. He came back. He went on his mission to prove himself. He came back. He murked everybody. So that's all you need to know. Just go watch the fights. Just go to YouTube and watch the fights. All right, y'all. It's been real. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. I'm out.
Don't play with my patience. Man, they gone with the flow when they trying to fake it. That's not the way I roll, that's not the combination. You start off with the dough before you start the conversation. No one start the salutations, man, don't play with me. I'm coming from a place they would hate to be. I'm going through a phase you would hate to see. They say this life's a trip, ain't no telling where it's taking me. When you on the edge and you make your next move, better be your best. Before you throw it to the depths, better reinvest. Man, I count every moment and count every step, so I know I'm blessed. Now it's